everybody? Today I'm here with my friend Nina, and we are actually going to begin her transformation legit.
You know, PJ.
Wait, don't interrupt. Don't interrupt.
Go for it.
I think right before the New Year's or on the New Year, I gave her 7 things. So we're going to review to see if she did those 7 things.
Oh.
And I want to point out through this whole thing that this is a process. It's not something that is going to happen overnight. We don't make change overnight, and we always have to adjust.
Right.
That is the best advice I can give you as a fitness concierge. I take care of everything from the exercise to the eating.
Yes, he does.
To the pep talk. It's all me.
So, you know, I told you not to interrupt, but this is Nina. This is Memoirs of a Fat Girl, going from FAT to PHAT in real time. And the reason PJ is here is because he's going to go through my pantry today.
But not just the pantry. I'm actually going to start with the freezer.
No. He didn't say that.
See?
He never said that.
That's okay. You know?
No.
I'm adjusting on the fly.
Oh.
Because here's how it works.
I didn't
We
look
hide
at my
things.
freezer.
I know.
I didn't look at my freezer.
We hide things. Things that you may not think that shouldn't leave the house. But I'm telling you, this isn't a test. This isn't a tattle. This is just my expertise and helping my friend out. Because she said, listen, I'm tired of being fat. Now, for the record, I would like to say, I told her I did not like that word fat, F-A-T. And she was like, listen.
I am not trying to cover it up, right? We are overweight. We have a lot of fat on our bodies. We have to lose fat. We have to lose weight. You know, I had a friend of mine come to me and say, well, you know, you're just big bones. I'm not trying to lose bones. I'm to lose fat. So I'm not ashamed of it. I think that it is something that is a reality for me at this moment. And so since it's a reality, that is what we're going to do, is deal with stuff in real time for real. I'm tired of the fake. I'm tired of not doing things correctly. Now, I will say that I was not prepared for the freezer thing. He said pantry when we spoke. He said pantry. All right.
At the start of this, I gave you 7 things that I needed you to do.
Yes.
I'm curious about one specific one.
Okay.
So I gave a list of 7, and my friend will share the 7. But I'm concerned, I don't know the order that it was. I asked you to have your husband, my boy,
Oh, God.
to take a picture.
Yeah.
Front view,
What happened was...
side view, back view. Because, and I said, the picture was not for me. Right? I said that. It was so that she could place it someplace that she would see every single morning. Maybe the freezer. She opens this freezer every single morning. That'd be a good place to place that picture.
I have a son at home.
Okay, there you go. So let me ask you a question. How's that picture going? You got that picture?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I don't even know why. I don't know why.
Are you serious about this? I'm just curious.
Oh,
she did say, right?
I will do it tonight.
Okay.
I'll do it tonight.
All right.
I'll text me tonight, and I'll promise you I'll do it.
Okay. Now you heard that. Do it tonight and a promise.
Yeah. I will do it tonight.
All right.
You're not going to see it. You're the hell not going to see it.
That's right.
But I will do it tonight. I'll make my husband take pictures. I will do it tonight.
There you go. Tell him this is for research. It's not for love time. All right.
You know. Well, it's for love time too.
You're right. You're right. Okay. Listen.
Go all in.
So I ask you a question. So I understand you have a gym in your house. Right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So you want to see that too?
No. I don't want to see the gym. That's another episode.
That's another episode.
But
actually, PJ has promised that he is going to take us to a place where we could stand on this machine. Supposedly, that this machine, you can hold on to the bars, and it takes you tells you your water, your muscle mass, your weight.
It's an in-body fat. It's an in-body analysis machine. Everyone starts first of the year. I'm losing 30 pounds, girl. in 6 weeks. No, I'm going to lose it in 2 weeks because I'm going on a cruise and I'm going to look bum diggity.
Exactly. I've actually tried to do that. But this year, what I'm doing with you guys is completely different. So I did not start in January at all, actually. And so that was on purpose. That was because I have a mindset I need to start breaking. And one of the mindsets I always have is I'll start Monday, or I'll start the first of the year, or I'll start, in the morning, or whatever it is. But I never just start to start. And that's always an issue for me because if it's like a Wednesday, I won't start until Monday. But then when Monday comes, if I didn't do it Monday, then I have to wait till the next Monday. It's like so ridiculous. And there's 52 Mondays in a year, and I'm still waiting. It's 25 plus years later, so Mondays have come and gone. So the purpose for this is that we are going to do this for real. I'm not lying to you guys. I'm going to tell you guys how it is. I am a little bit afraid about the freezer situation right now, so I'm trying to stall.
There's a lot of ice cream in there.
There might be ice cream in there, actually. My husband loves ice cream, so do I. So.
Blame it on the husband.
No, I said so do I. So do
Okay.
I. But so the reason for this journey is that we're gonna take it slow, but we are gonna do it for life, right? So the purpose of this is that PJ is gonna talk to us about why we shouldn't be eating certain things, why the freezer has things it shouldn't have, what can we actually keep, what should we throw away? Because my problem is too, if it's in the house, I'm gonna eat it. And so my husband has bought some snacks and stuff, and I'm like, please take them to work because he works really hard. He's always, doing a lot of construction and stuff. He needs to take those things because if not, in the middle of like a 9 o'clock night when we're watching a show, wait, those Oreos are in there. Wait, those potato chips are in there. It's awful, awful. Is popcorn okay?
If it's not laden with butter and salt and all
the
that
popcorn's
stuff.
not okay.
And artificial cheese flavor or flavoring.
Rudy was going to buy some of that yesterday. I said, PJ's coming tomorrow. That's the stupidest time to buy.
I'll buy it on Tuesday then. Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
See?
Buy it tomorrow. No, I'm only kidding. But
no, and this is a good segue into how we eat. And it's not saying that you can't enjoy. Any trainer, anybody that goes on this fitness journey, if they say they don't eat junk, Pinocchio.
Yeah.
We do eat. Listen, I teach 20 classes a week.
Right.
I train myself, and sometimes I get those cravings. I like Pepsi, the real sugar 4-ounce can. I stick a few in the back of my refrigerator. Every now and then I like donuts. Oh no, not supposed to eat a donut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll eat 2 or 3 sometimes.
Yeah.
But I always feel
that's
that
the treat thing, right? I mean.
Well, I feel that sometimes I've been doing this a long time. If you're working out and your mindset is that of, okay, I'm doing this, and you go along and you have a little bit of a craving, I think sometimes it's okay to give into that craving, because if not, it turns into a binge.
Yeah.
Now, all those people that'll say, oh, you got to stay regimented, true, you do have to stay regimented, but as you start this, let me ask you this. Is this a process that you've stopped and started so many times?
Of course. It's yo-yo dieting, right? It's always trying to figure it out and get it right.
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 And
all the time.
I think every person is different, just like God made us to be.
Right.
And I think what works for some, okay, great.
A lot of it is lack of discipline, to be honest with you.
This is true.
When it comes to like business or work or career or anything like that, I'm on it. I'm very disciplined. I get done. I do it well. I wanted to write a book. I got disciplined. I wrote the book. I wanted to start a talk show. I got disciplined. Start a talk show. I wanted to do this journey. I'm disciplined. I'm gonna do this, right?
So what is it about the
exactly?
eating?
That's what I'm trying to figure. That's what this journey is about. To be honest with you, this journey is about figuring that out, so I can live the rest of my life as healthy as I possibly can. It's more about that, PJ, than it is about weight loss.
Absolutely.
At first I was like, I just want to lose weight, but I realized that's my mind that has to change. The weight loss I actually can do. I've done it. I've done the yo-yo thing, right? I've done the weight loss.
Right.
The keeping it off and being healthy is the point of contention for me. That's the part where I'm struggling.
Okay.
Right? So I think it's a mental thing. It's a discipline thing in that area, right? Because here's an example. Sometimes fat girls have a problem with knowing when enough is enough. Yes.
I gotta get used to that one.
people probably
stick a pin in it because I have a point on that.
Yeah. You know what the problem is that people think that because you are a trainer or a man, you shouldn't be able to say that. But the truth is we are fat. I mean, this is why we're here, right? This is why we're doing this. And I'm so sick of people covering stuff like that up. That's just me. Okay. If you guys are sensitive to that, I'm sorry, but that's just how I am. I talk it how it is. I say it how it is. That's just how I am. So this journey for me is important because I want to know that I can actually be a healthy person.
I like that.
You know, this is the one battle for me that I'm really just struggling with. And so the journey, this is going to be a long journey. I'm not going to do this overnight. I will tell you that, because I know that I'm not. But see, before I used to wake up, it's Monday morning, I'm doing intermittent fasting, I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna be keto. 2 weeks later, my ass sitting here with a tub of ice cream. Exactly. Sitting there with a tub of ice cream, like, this ain't keto. You know, it's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Ridiculous. So I want to know what's good for Nina, what's good for my body, what can I do healthy, and how I can live the rest of my life, because this fat is going to kill me.
Amen.
Right? Whether it's cholesterol, whether it's diabetes, whether it's joint pain, whatever, it's going to end up eventually being my demise.
Now, when we first sat down and talked about this, and I talked about this being a journey, that it's not overnight, what is the one key thing that you told me that gave me pause and helped me about my understanding?
What, that you don't understand the fear?
Or I don't understand.
You don't understand fat girls.
Right.
You don't understand them.
And that's
and here's the thing, like PJ is a beast, right? So his classes are really like boot camp and this class and like all these really high intensity classes, which eventually I hope to get to. I'm not there right now, so I'm super intimidated by that. So PJ's always like, why are you paying for a personal trainer? Come to me. I'm like, you will kill me. So, and that's him. You don't understand. Like when we see that, when we hear boot camp or extreme, all of that kind of stuff. Exactly. But that's the way we feel because we don't, first of all, we can't catch it. We can't keep up. That's just the reality, right? I don't have the stamina yet to keep up with something like that. But also you feel conscious. You're like, oh my God, these people are fit. I'm fat. I'm going to slow down the class. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or they're going to just all be looking at me like, oh my God, how did she let herself get that way? This is what we go through. So a lot of fat people go to the gym and we literally go to the treadmill and we leave. You know, or we'll go to the treadmill and maybe a class all the way in the back of the class because we don't want nobody seeing us in the mirror, and then we leave. So when you said, you know, come Nina, come on, you can do this, my mind is going, he doesn't understand. You don't understand the fat person's mind, right? You've never been that. Have you ever been fat?
Never.
Okay, so you don't understand that sometimes, yes, what you're saying makes total sense. It does. Because you never ever, you never made me feel bad about myself. You never made me feel like I couldn't do it. None of that. So it has nothing to do with you shaming me at all. It has to do with us shaming ourselves. And that is from the mindset of, we can't do what he does. I just can't do what you do.
And I will tell you, as a trainer and doing this for over 20 years, that was such an eye-opening thing for me. And I was like, wow. And the truth in that is my mindset doesn't allow me to think like a fat person. I have trouble with that word.
Right. Saying
fat. Like because you're told, that's a bad word, you're putting me down.
Right.
And my sister, my friend here, she said, no, we're going to keep it legit. We're going to keep it real.
Right.
And we're going to speak. So this is going to be a journey that we're going to walk through the ups, the highs, the lows, the victories. And I love one of the words that you said before, discipline.
Right.
And I like to add to that. I said, besides discipline, accountability comes into play.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing this.
In this, you guys are accountable. You're going to see these podcasts. You're going to see the journey here. You'll have questions. You'll be able to write and ask those questions. But also, it's an accountability myself to not only Nina, but that is not just accomplished going solo. Nina doing it by herself. She's an executive chef.
Right.
She knows how to cook. She knows what to cook. She knows what's healthy and stuff like that. We may have that knowledge, but sometimes we don't. We're the last persons. I think for everybody, we're the last person that we take care of. I have 4 children. I'm the last person that I take care
Oh
of.
my gosh, you are
Right?
talking, yeah.
You know
I
what
was
I'm
just
saying?
talking to a personal trainer as well. She's a female. And she was saying the same thing. She said, I realized that my highest, I think her highest was 165 in her weight. She said, I realized that my highest, that I could not be good to my family if I wasn't good to myself first.
Yep,
and she
absolutely.
said, so she's not a personal trainer. She runs, she does triathlons. That's her thing.
Right.
And I'm just like, wow. And she's like, you have to find out what's good for your body. She goes, I don't specifically tell somebody go on keto, go on paleo, go on this, go on that.
Right.
She said, you have to do what's right. A diet you can live with for life to maintain and to be healthy. And that changed like the way I thought about things. This is the thing, I am full of knowledge,
Right.
but I don't know how to apply the knowledge because a lot of it is so different. Like, do this, no, but don't do that. No, you should have raw organic honey. Nope, don't have honey, it's really bad for you. You should have this. Nope, don't do, and you're just like, what the frig?
Right.
Right. I will tell you one thing I've discovered in my 20 plus years of being overweight. That one of the things that have always made me feel better and helped me to lose weight was a high protein, low carb diet. I know that it works. I just don't apply it all the time.
So let's talk about that word diet.
Oh yeah,
Diet.
Yeah.
It's
That's a
and
bad word. That is really a bad
it
word.
comes up all the time, and it
Yeah.
just speaks to like I'm on a diet. I'm on a diet.
Yeah.
And I want to shift how we say, right?
Yeah.
I want to shift what we speak on.
Right.
Instead of thinking it as a diet, because when I hear the word diet, I'm conditioned to think I got to eliminate this and I have to eliminate that, and I can't have any taste, and I can't have any kind of substance, and I'm going to be totally miserable eating paper tasting food.
Right.
And that is totally so far from the truth. It's more about saying, look, I'm a chef. I could throw down on some vegetables. It's about a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's about a healthy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you have to try to get on an eating plan that omits all of this and all of this and all of that and all of that, and you're left with just this here in excess, well, I'm going to say, I don't know how successful that is. It all
It's not.
happens with
I mean,
the
well, it's
individual.
not.
Right.
It's not successful. So, as much as I'm dreading this,
We ready to do this?
we are. We're
So
ready.
now, listen, I don't know what's in the pantry, I don't know what's in the freezer, but it's the easiest place to start, because when we come home, late at night, 9 o'clock, or however late, everybody does it. I call them the dark calories, because when the sun goes down, work is done, where you're supposed to be winding
I'm not
down.
lying, I did it last night.
Right. You go and you walk and see, what's in here?
All right, so here we go. Here's my
Nice freezer, by the way.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I like this. What are we looking at in here? Oh, see, soy creamy vanilla, coconut milk, ice cream.
That's so frito.
I know that's so frito.
I'm just lazy. As a chef, I should be making that. Those are
Oh,
frozen berries.
Frozen berries, I like that. What do we have in here?
That's
Is this
Rudy's
frozen bread?
Yeah, that's Rudy's
Mm.
sandwich bread.
That's Rudy's sandwich
I
bread.
can't eat bread. I'm gluten free.
I know, I got you.
That's fish food. You don't want that.
No, that's fish food. We don't want to, we should put that on Rudy's sandwich.
That's fish food.
Fish food, there
Uh-huh.
you go.
All right, so that is, I don't know. Let me turn the light on.
Yeah, let's turn the light on. Let's bring this over here. We're gonna take it all out, and then
This is
we'll
fish
put
food.
it back so that
This is fish food.
we're all right. So let me ask you: do you normally buy those ice creams, or did you buy them because you knew I was coming?
No, this is what I'm dairy free, gluten free.
Okay. So the quantity of what you buy.
Yes, I buy meat and stuff for like,
Oh, I wasn't talking about the
Oh,
meats.
okay.
I was talking about the ice cream.
oh, we always buy that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I should have said always.
I like all of what I'm seeing.
Okay.
It's our oh.
Pasteles.
I may have to take these. I might have to
Rudy will
confiscate.
kill you.
Oh, I knew I would find it. I knew I would find the yum yum. Oh, I knew I would find them. Wait a second, that goes on the ice cream. Hey, Rudy, finders, keepers, losers, weepers. I got me some pastel.
Rudy, I won't let him. I won't let him.
Sofrito. We're gonna devote a whole episode, not to sofrito, but
I was gonna say, you're a sofrito expert.
no. not at all. But we're going to devote a whole episode to label reading. And when we do that, it's just an eye-opening thing. It's things that we look for in everything. I'm always like this in the supermarket. I'm always like this. Now, I wouldn't even pick this up. Look, that what's in here is probably that thick and worded. You see? And there's things I can't even pronounce on there. There's things that are
and I know how to make
artificial.
this stuff. I mean, I'm Puerto Rican. I make
Really?
this stuff, and I get lazy. I don't want to do it because I'm working so much.
That's all right. And part of this exercise also is we think about the things that we eat, and we say, oh, I only eat a little bit at a time. I only eat this, or I only eat that. That's a nice pack. You sure that's a nice pack?
I can't believe he found these. Okay,
so are you making cookies, or those go on the ice cream?
No, these
or just by the handful?
No. I use a lot of these for when my grandson is over. We do make some cookies, but I do but I try to buy, and of course, now that I'm looking for them, I can't find the right one. But I try to buy.
They're in the dry good pantry. I'm just saying.
Shit. Oh no, these aren't the ones. Okay, so I try to usually buy.
Maybe this pack? That's almost empty.
That is not what I do.
Oh, I'm listening. We're all listening.
Okay, I try to buy Lily's sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free chocolate chips because I like to make like keto desserts and paleo and stuff like that because I'm trying to switch from eating regular sugars to like monk fruit and stuff like that. So that's why I got them. But these are actually for my grandson.
And I like that as a chef, you're aware of what's going on out there. People are like, well, should I go all keto diet? Should I do this? Should I eliminate that? What should I do? Yeah. It really is trial and error. I can't just say, you don't go to a doctor and say, well, okay, what do you think I should do? What should I take and everything? You're going to get an exam. You're going to get blood work done. Yeah. You're going to get things that are specific to your body. And eating is no different. Your body, you say you're gluten free because your body is sensitive to gluten. Me, I haven't met gluten that I didn't like. Right. But doesn't mean that I eat it all the time because it's something that I know that my body is better off without. I get my stuff in. I like that there's different sources of proteins here and everything. And I'm not really upset with the ice cream tower right here and everything like that.
It's going to be a tower though.
I was trying to make it more than the cocoa whip.
God.
There's a lot of cocoa whip. But here's something that I would like to point out, and I know I'm jumping all around, but this is just an impromptu. This is how we eat kind of segment. And a lot of times how we eat for taste. We eat because we're bored. We eat because we're nervous. We eat because I got nothing else to do, so I'm gonna eat.
Yeah. Now, I did have a question about that. Do you eat when you're hungry, or do you have to be eating these small meals a couple of times a day? Like everybody has such a different.
And you're absolutely right. There is such a school of thought. You eat, 6 small little meals a day. That works. In intermittent fasting, you leave out a gap of time, then you eat because that is the course that you set up for your system for a period of time. A lot of people are like, I don't eat breakfast. I haven't eaten it for 6 years. I'm just not used to breakfast. A lot of times eating isn't in the morning, first thing in the morning. So let's say you ate dinner at 7 o'clock at night.
Right.
You're not on any kind of intermittent fasting routine. So you wake up and you get out the door and you get to work or on your way on your commute, and the last time you ate something was 7 o'clock at night. Right. 12 hours later, your body's like, hello, hello, hello. Yeah. And it needs something. A lot of times it's about regulating blood sugar level. Okay. And in the morning time, people are like, I'm not hungry, I can't eat, my body's used to it. You've trained your mind to get used to your body not eating first thing. But then, I'll grab, a bagel with cream cheese and some orange juice or some sugary type of drink, and I spike my blood sugar level, and it starts the roller coaster all day long of you dipping and rising,
That makes
dipping
sense.
and rising to try and maintain your blood sugar level, and your body doesn't know, well, okay, where are we going? What are we doing? How much, what's happening here?
Right.
So that's why on this journey, we're going to figure out when are the good times for you to eat. What are the things that your body likes? What are the things your body doesn't like? How many times a day can you truly eat? Maybe we might have to introduce a protein shake. You're in the kitchen all the time. It's just like being a trainer and being in the gym. Everybody thinks you have all the time in the world to work out.
Yeah.
You know?
There's days I don't eat at all.
Right.
There's days it'll be 2 days and I won't eat. And I'm like, I haven't eaten in like 2 days. Maybe I should eat. No, this is real. I mean, I'll be so busy with work. I'm like, I don't think about that.
Right.
Or because I'm the executive chef, I taste a lot of the meals before I can approve them, right? So I taste that in the morning, I'm done, I'm good. I don't have to eat the whole day.
Right.
I only forced to eat dinner because my husband comes home hungry. I know, it's not. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
All right.
So
we're going to put this stuff back in,
Yes.
and then we're going to hit that closet. We're going to see what's in the dry pantry.
It wasn't too bad.
Not too bad.
What about this stuff? Is this bad?
I've never tried it. It's made with coconut, and everybody's like, anything with coconut in it is great and everything. On the surface, okay, sugar is sugar is sugar. Whether it's in its natural form, whether it's in a different form, and it just depends on how much portion control. Are you sitting down, you're eating half of that?
No, I put like a tablespoon or two.
With your ice cream and the little chips that you sprinkle on top. But
Whatever, we'll be right back.
we'll
We're
be
gonna
right
go
back.
into the
Like I
pantry.
said, we will definitely get into the
He's too
labels
high
at
energy.
another episode.
We'll be back.
All right.